Hi everyone. So today I'm just gonna talk about market general in San Francisco Bay Area. So I don't know, Kenny, if we can see slides. Can we
Of
see them
course, of
or?
course. We'll go to slide right now.
Uh-huh.
All
So
right,
so
go ahead. The first one it says real estate market update: San Francisco and Daly City, Fremont, and Pleasanton.
yes, so it's just in the comparison. So in a general, I can say the market in San Francisco Bay Area is very fast moving right now. It's even faster than a month ago. So everything. So basically, in November, the prices spiked like about 10 to 10%, most of them, right? So most of the areas, cities like Contra Costa County, Alameda, Santa Clara, they all growing in prices and everything goes really fast. Actually, previously, I in my stations, I talked about the condos and townhomes that they are going slower in the market, but actually right now they are going as well. So everything goes fast. Like past week, I submitted an offer for townhouse in San Jose, which is in South San Jose, and schools are not great. And like to my surprise, there were like 11 offers for this
Oh my
unit. And
God,
I
that's a
know I
lot of
was.
offers for a condo
It's a townhouse, but
or
still, it's a lot
townhouse.
of.
Okay.
It's a lot of offers for townhouse with not a good school area, right? So for me, I mean, like it's a lot. So generally, in the whole Bay Area, basically grows outward, right? Like Martinez just hit like 1 million. Like recently, I had the closing on one house. It
A
was
million
it.
bucks? That's for
Uh,
single family residence, right?
were in Martinez?
Yeah.
Yes, it's for single family in Martinez. Like a couple years ago, you would never believe that Martinez can hit 1 mil, right?
Yeah,
And
a
a
couple of
single,
years ago it's like 500,000.
yes, yes. Like 5 years ago, I was in a contract like for 670, I think, and right
Right.
now it's and 1 mil. It was a shock to me because I didn't expect Martinez to go so high. So
Yeah.
basically everything outward of Bay Area is growing really fast. So all the buyers, they're looking for more space and they look for more square footage, of course, because of the COVID, right? So like I've been reading some resources like couple days, and then what they're saying is like probably for the next year everything is going to grow about 10%, right? Like in the whole Bay Area, because tech industry is very strong, and so all the tech workers, they're moving the whole market. So basically, and the rate is still low, and I don't know what's happening right now specifically, but seems like people even moving faster than a month ago. So and everything goes, like basically everything goes. um, and I just recently been showing townhouse in San Ramon, and some of the listings, they have like full calendar, right? Like like they set up showings for a week, and sometimes I don't have space to squeeze in, right? Just to see property. In Union City yesterday, I drove to one house and I just have no space in the calendar to make an appointment. I just squeeze myself in, right? To see the property. I This is crazy. I submitted actually a couple of days ago an offer for sequel. We put about, let's say, 150, yeah, about 150 on top of the like listing price, and we lost. So actually, when I found out, they had like 13 offers, and five of them, and we've been not in top five. So, and we put 150 above on the asking price, which is like
Oh.
crazy, right? Like it's sequel is close to Aptos and to this area, and still 13 offers for the property. Well, it has a generally bigger lot, but it was sloped lot, but still people submitted. Um, so, and if you look on my graphs, right, like
Yes.
it's just a little demonstration what's going on the market. If you look on San Francisco and Daly City, right, the prices are actually almost colliding together with Daly City. San Francisco prices are going, I mean, like lower, right, specifically for condos. If something is falling in prices, it's San Francisco, right? Everything else, every single family like residence around San Francisco is growing, and then San Francisco single family residences, they still, like in demand, but the condos and everything like townhouses, they all going down, right, in San Francisco.
Did
So
you
that's
see a
why,
price drop at all in in the case of condos in San Francisco?
yes, a lot, a lot. It
A
actually goes
lot.
on.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes on for long period, like right now since like starting of COVID. Last offer which I submitted, okay, like a couple months ago, I submitted for one condo, and we wanted to get it for I think 800, but it was like couple years ago. It was bought for almost 1 mil, right? And so we almost made the deal, but they closed at 900, I think. Somebody gave more, but like it dropped like 100K since like a year or 2 years. So you can find the good deals in San Francisco right now if you're looking for condos. Um, so just generally, if you look at median list price in Fremont, like they kind of flat. Pleasanton is growing very much, right? Again, in Pleasanton is a really nice city with a really nice downtown, and people still, like they're looking for single families. Since since Fremont is outgrown, like in prices already, it's like higher, much higher than Pleasanton, right? But Pleasanton
So
is.
buyers are shifting from buying in the South Bay to the Tri-Valley area like Pleasanton and San Ramon.
Yes, yes, everywhere around where it's still affordable. So that's what I'm saying. Fremont is like actually, in the price range, it's still expensive, right? But they going to Pleasanton. But I don't know what's going to happen next when people start not working from home. So on the
Yeah,
next chart, if you can look at the market inventory,
of
right? If
course. Next one. Yeah, we're looking at the inventory right now for the past
yeah,
2 years.
Inventory is very low, actually. It's lower than it was before. So, and like every day I'm looking at the listings, I have buyers, but there is nothing to buy, right? If there is
Yes.
something to buy, there is like 10, 15 people submitting offers for this property. So in San Francisco, there is a low inventory, Daly City is flat. You can see just on my graphs. And Fremont, Pleasanton, the same way, right? They're going down a little bit. And like on a inventory part. So if you look on a next slide, it shows a median
Okay.
list price in San
Okay.
Jose, Santa Clara. So San Jose is hot, like as always, and it's actually right now, as I was talking about Blossom Hill Valley. Yeah, like basically in San Jose, if you're looking in the good area besides East San Jose, it's really hard to get a 3 or 4 bedroom house less than a mil, right? You have to plan it's going to
Yes.
be 1 mil. So list price is growing, and like it's a high demand in San Jose.
Okay.
Then an inventory part, if you can look at the next slide.
Sure. Next slide. Yeah, inventory. San Jose and Santa Clara.
Yeah, San Jose and Santa Clara. Yeah, San Jose, like you can see, it's like adding some, but it's still not enough. It's really little inventory on the market, like nothing to buy. So next one, you can see it's a days on the market slide, right?
Yes.
Days on the market, like it's even shorter than been before, right? So people sometimes, like in the last house where I think I told in the last presentation, probably some homes, yeah, like they list it and then they go within a week, right? If it's a good home with a good school area, it goes within a week. It doesn't last long.
Lily,
Uh,
let me ask
then
you this. It looks like the days on the market are low beginning part of January and also the ending part of January, and then the days on the market stretched out a little bit as we got close to December, and now it's coming down a little bit.
Yes. Yeah. So like days on the market, it's like people buy faster than even before. So everything goes fast. I don't know, like it's a crazy fast-paced market right now. I'm
Hmm.
surprised myself, like sometimes, like I submitted an offer in Castro Valley, I think, and we submitted at 9:30. And then, like I looked at estimates, I believed it can hit 1 mil, right? Because somebody could give 1 mil for the house. Like, and when the agent got like I called her and I asked her like how many offers she got like, and it was a house in a good location with a good school, but it didn't have remodeling. So you need to remodel, invest about like 70 or 100K to redo the house. So, and then the agent, she said, oh, I have 27 offers. And I asked her like, what is the highest? Did you hit 1 mil? She says like, yes, I'm holding one offer at 1 mil right now. And she says, I don't believe the house worth that much. Like, and the listing agent pronounced, like the listing agents themselves, they like don't believe the prices which they get for the homes, right?
Yeah,
So, and
of course.
I was surprised to hear it from the agent actually.
Mm.
So on the other part, like if you can see my slide on, there
Next
is a
one. This is
Sacramento.
Sacramento. Yeah, how to get Sacramento?
Yeah, Sacramento is like you see in the median list price, they started to fall a little bit. So I think generally the whole public from buying people, they moved to Sacramento at the beginning, right? And they spiked the prices and now like it's going a little bit down.
Yeah,
So
but you
invest,
see the inventory, sorry to interrupt you, but you see the inventory is still very low.
yes, yes. And actually the whole the whole situation with inventory in the whole Bay Area, that what creates this like spike in prices as well, because like for every single house there is like 15 buyers right now. And like I'm not discouraging people, I'm still like all my buyers submitting and submitting and submitting, like they sometimes discourage to submit, but I say you need to try, because if you don't, you don't know, because at the moment I don't know if this house will hit 1 mil or not. So if you submit, you lose, like just not submitting. So that's why I encourage all my buyers, even like if there is a shortage of a market, right? When they see the house they like, I encourage them to see it and submit. Still
Let's
submit, right?
let's go ahead and look at the next slide.
Uh-huh.
Price forecast.
Yeah, that's actually what I looked up recently, and it was I don't remember the source. Yeah, but they actually projecting the whole prices like in Contra Costa, San Francisco, Hayward. So basically, Alameda, right? Like they all, Marin County, everything is gonna go up in the next year, and it's gonna be like probably 10 to like 9 to 10%, right? So they projecting prices are gonna go spike. So they expecting as usual on the market, right? Like basically a little slowdown in sales now, because there is like shortage of inventory right now and so on. But in the spring, it's going to be like first time home buyers market. I mean, like it's going to be fast paced first time home buyers market, but it's not, it's still going to be sellers market problem. So the next slide, let me
Yes.
see.
Next slide. Number
Next,
8.
yeah, I can skip this slide. It just gives
Okay.
like more statistics
All
what's going
right.
to happen.
So we are left with one slide. Okay, the last one. Median
The
sold
last,
price.
yeah, it just shows the price variations, right? Like how they changed. If you see in Alameda, right? If in November of 19 we had like 910 median price, right now like then it's million 49. It's just a medium prices. And actually even in Contra Costa, right? If you look at the prices, it's like 810. And it's even more right now. I think like 810 in the medium, but you have to look at the cities which you look at the A10, probably it's going to be Concord. Concord actually spiked very high as well.
Yes, I
So
see that. Hmm.
the prices, I mean, like I never thought these areas can actually spike in prices that much, but we are in this market right now. And plus, I think
Yeah.
like people talk about inflation and stock market is going up. Like I've been reading news last. There is like one guy who invested he bought like multiple shares of Tesla, and he's like he made like about 12 mil, I think, in his evaluation in many years. So there is a lot of people in tech who actually have money right now in here,
All
and
right. Okay,
rates.
Lily, thank you so much for a wonderful presentation.